Let me ask you a question. Why do you think that in America, it's mandatory for you to have car insurance before you even drive your car out of the parking lot? In America, it's mandatory for you to have renters insurance, homeowners insurance before you move into your home. As a matter of fact, there was a point in time, and I think there still is, that if you don't have health insurance, you do have to pay some type of fine for not having health insurance for your own health. Now, here's the question I want to ask you. Why is it that it's not mandatory to have life insurance? Do you think it's by accident? Well, let me tell you why. Of course, it's not by accident, but let me tell you why. Because it's one of the secrets that wealthy people use to transfer wealth from one generation to the next generation. It's that simple. Now, unfortunately, different communities do not respect or understand why life insurance is important. Most people have this ideology that, my loved ones only benefit from my life insurance, so why am I paying for this policy every month and it's taking money out of my pocket? It's the same reason why you're paying for car insurance and you've never been to a car accident. It's the same reason why you're paying for health insurance and you're perfectly healthy, right? And until we understand that, we will continue to pass on generational poverty from one generation to the next generation. And it's unfortunate because the information is out there, but most people don't take the time to understand these things. It's not rocket science. It's not hard to become wealthy. If you want to be wealthy, you simply got to do what wealthy people are doing, right? This is the same strategy that politicians are using, which I'm not going to name them. Same strategy that a lot of business moguls that we know today are using from decades ago, and they're still using it. And here's the catch. It's not exclusive to them. This is available to every single American that's working a regular job, and you have the ability to do something to empower the next generation. That's why I don't play with it. I say everybody else in my home, we all have life insurance, right? So if anything happens to me, my children will forever be taken care of. If anything happens to my wife, same thing. It's all about understanding. It's all about knowing how it works and then plugging yourself into it. Because guess what? A lot of people will say, Depot, I don't have, $100, $200, $300 to put into a life policy that I'm not going to benefit from. Well, that's number one, wrong information. But number two, here's what I will say. You do have, $100, $200 every month to buy a cup of coffee. Misplaced priorities. You do have money to go shopping every month. Misplaced priorities.
Hello world, how are you guys doing? My name is Maquetta Sherrod and I am a life insurance financial advisor. So I wanted to start making videos because a lot of people are uneducated when it comes to life insurance. Most insurance policies are broken down easily, where you got car insurance, your home insurance, health insurance. These are things that the everyday American needs. I don't know if they do insurance in other places, but I'm sure that they do. But I want to talk about Americans insurance, American citizens insurance at the moment. So a lot of people think life insurance they don't have it because they feel like, they're not going to die anytime soon. So why do I need to purchase it and put all this money into it, if I'm young? I have a lot of life to live. So I don't need it right now. And I would have to say to a lot of my young clients that is the wrong answer. And when you give me an answer like that, it lets me know as an agent, I'm an agent, as an agent that you have been highly misinformed what life insurance really is. One, if you wait till you retire or you get older from a job, or you don't have a job, or you're just an entrepreneur, and you wait that you get older, when you're getting your 50s, your 60s, even late 40s, that premium has already jumped because you're older. And when you're older, what comes with age? Health problems. Now you're on medication. Now you can't do the things that you might used to do. Most of the time you become unfit. I mean, I know we're in 2020 now and you got like 80-year-old women looking like they're, in their 20s. But it's still an age fraction that has to do with, how much you're going to pay for it. And a lot of people wait when they're old, and guess what? Now the policy's 60, 70, 80, 100 something dollars, and you can't afford it. And if you can't afford it, what happens when you do pass away? A lot of GoFundMe accounts are started, or the family has to come out of pocket. And I mean, now, like in 2022, the average funeral is more than $15,000. When you have to add the casket, the service, the burial, the flowers, the people that's gonna, do the weight, even the dirt you have to pay for. And you have to put all these, like, in a circle or whatever. But if you're able to prevent that, why not do it? But the real thing about life insurance is for life. It's not called death insurance. It's for life. It's while you're living, while you're able to move, walk around, Speaking to the black community, by the age of 35, it's a high rate that black men or men of color have heart attacks, strokes, women, diabetes, high blood pressure. All these things are considered with your life. And if you were to have a heart attack and, I praise the God that you survive it, what next? You can't work. How are you supposed to pay your bills? I'm pretty sure you still got rent, you got your car note, you have your health insurance, you have to go to the doctor, right? But if you don't have your job, how are you paying that health premium to go to the doctor? I'll wait. Still waiting, but most of the answers is what? Okay, I'll figure it out. Okay, I'll give you time to figure out. But then in the meantime, that car note is still due. Your rent on the 1st is still due. Your phone bill is still due. They're not going to wait. So why should you? There's life insurance policies that will cover an event of a heart attack, stroke, cancer, dementia, memory loss, AIDS, MS, that the life policy will pay you percentage of that death benefit for you to still live, to still function, to stay out of debt, to keep your home. These are life insurance benefits that a lot of people do not know about. Okay? You can get that in a term policy. Term policies are cheap. Term means eventually it's going to expire. But you can get a term policy, say you 40, get 30 years on it. 40 plus 30, what's that, 70? That policy will be in effect till you're 70 years old. You're paying $40 premium. If you have a heart attack, stroke, if you get sick, disabled, or anything, these things, no matter what it is written into that policy as a rider that protects you. That's why it's good to have life insurance. You can get it in term. You can get it in whole life. And there's another policy called index, but that'll be for another video. But these are things that you need to know. A lot of people say, well, I have it at my job right now. So, I don't plan on leaving my job. I'm going to retire from my job. And when I retire in such amount of years, then I'll, think about get it. Okay. Your premium is going to be $100 when you retire at the age of 65. It's going to be $100+ at the age of 65. And if you have health issues, if you're on any type of medication, you might don't be approved. So then what? You're paying money to a life insurance policy now at your job. That's a group policy that you do not own, that you don't have any benefits to. The employer is the owner, not you. You're still a liability. One thing about having your own life insurance policy, you go from a liability to an asset. I'm an asset. My kids are assets. We are building assets. We are building generational wealth. That's the difference between a liability and an asset. These are all things that you need to consider. Life insurance is not what you think it is. And the younger you are, the cheaper it is. Whether it's $20 and you're in your 20s, no matter when you turn 65 and you retire, that policy will always be $20. You know, you're supposed to think smart, think ahead, think about your future. If you have kids or if you are married, think about if you lose your partner's income. If your partner has a disability, anything can happen. You know, tomorrow isn't problems. Things happen. What then? Just before you say no to something that should be the first thing that your life should be the first thing that's covered. But we pay $300, $400 in car insurance. We spend thousands of dollars on an iPhone. Okay? Renter's insurance. Shipping. I have a business. When I ship my products off, I have shipping insurance on it. So, you know, if something happens, if it breaks, or if it gets stolen, I have insurance on it. I can replace it. Same thing with your life. If something happens to you, whether it's physically or, you know, God forbid, you pass away, you want something to be able to replace what you brought to the table with your life. This is my life. I do a lot of things with my life because I'm alive. I'm a mom. I'm a business owner. You know, I go to work. I make money, my income. I'm doing all these things because I'm alive. So because I'm alive and my money and my income makes a difference within my household, I need to protect it. Right? You should want to protect your life. And if you don't know the real details about life insurance, and if you want to get to know, drop a comment below the video and let's talk about it. No purchase needed, but at least get knowledgeable about the real facts of having life insurance and what it benefits, instead of thinking, oh, I just need it when I pass away, or why am I paying all this money for when I pass away just for my family to get it. That's not how it truly works. Your mind has been misinformed. Okay? Once again, my name is Miss Q. I'm a life insurance advisor, financial advisor, insurance broker, agent, mother, friend, whatever you like to call me. And I'll catch you next video. But if you want more information, please drop a comment below and let's talk about it.